I'm here in Bridgeton, New Jersey, at the Transformation Church to fix their sound. Again. This is where they were before I got there. Let's listen to where I left them when I was done the first time. Let's take a listen to a recent stream of theirs. A little overcompressed, but still passable. Seems like they stuck with my formula. So why am I here? Well, they called me in a panic because monitors weren't working, signals were lost, and they were hopelessly lost with their sources. Immediately, I already knew what the problem was. Someone unplugged cables they shouldn't have and messed up their routing. Time to teach these guys the importance of routing as I perform my first re-rescue of Mixdown Meltdown. I was at this church, I'd say a year and a half ago. This is when I first started doing Mixdown Meltdown, and this church was the greatest success story of the entire series. The mix was full, it was punchy, everyone knew their part, and the musicianship was great, and the band sounded amazing. I left them in a position where they could build on top of it, and I saved the presets, I saved everything tenfold, including backups on thumb drives, so there is literally no excuse as to why they could be having any sort of issues right now. Unless, from what they told me, the routing has been completely botched. Someone came in, unplugged cables where they shouldn't have, and inserted the cables back in the wrong slots. Because from what he said, the monitors are not getting accurate mixes, people's in-ears are not getting accurate mixes, and distortion, the mains don't sound good, and everything just sounds like crap. Which leads me to one logical conclusion, which is someone at this church, or someone who came to the church or whatever, touched something they shouldn't have touched. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to harp on it with you guys, but when you do this, only qualified people should be touching the sound equipment. I don't understand why a lot of churches can't seem to understand that. If you want to be taken seriously as a live production in a church, and this church does, that's the most infuriating thing about all of this. This church has a very nice video element, they have excellent musicians, and their sound is great. This should have every list checked. But for some reason, they're back to sounding like crap. Because someone did something that they shouldn't have. And they unplugged something that shouldn't have been unplugged. And before you flame me for passing this guy, and before you flame me for doing that, that was a legal pass. I just want you to know that before any of you driving czars flame me in the comments. Anyway, as I was saying, before I'm now distracted by the sunset, my goodness. When you do this, when you let amateurs come into your shop or into your place, and you let them touch the equipment, or you let someone who shouldn't be behind the board or on the stage or anywhere near equipment, and they touch the equipment and screw it up, that's on you. I really hate to say it, guys, but the reason why I'm coming back and why I'm charging this church to come back and fix this is because they screwed up and someone touched something that they shouldn't have. I'm 99% sure that's what's going on, but you know, I hope I'm not wrong, because then if it's that 1% chance and I'm wrong on this and it's something else entirely, like faulty cabling, and we have to rewire the whole stage, that's going to be another nightmare, because all the cables are below the stage, below the floor, and that would just be a nightmare. That would be an entire weekend I would spend down here. So I'm hoping, because they said monitor mixes are not accurate and people are getting different mixes, my guess is someone plugged the wrong cables in the wrong slots, and this is as simple as having to rewire something, reconnect everything, go based on the input chart, and plug the right cables in the right holes where they're supposed to go. And people do not know what yield signs are down here either. That's nice. I get you drive a Tesla, but ignoring yield signs. But we'll see, guys. We'll see when I get there. I'll be there in about less than 20 minutes. So we'll see what I'm walking into. Here's my original. And then there's another one right here, another Chris mix. So if I load this, there's now distortion that's coming from the mains. And meanwhile, you go to this one where it just was, and nothing's distorting. Let's see. If I mute everything. Okay, that's the keyboard channel that's distorting. Okay. I would now have to... Okay, let's first off save that so nothing's gonna pop when I unmute everything. Okay, there's that. And now let's... Bass guitar, Norm Joey. Alright, so there are some changes with... There are some changes here that were made. So, here's all of the leads that were set. So whoever's singing lead has their own lead, and everything should still be there. Let's go to... Sabrina's the one that you all said had the lovely voice. That's her sitting right there. Let's see. But now the keyboard isn't distorting. So something is up here. So let's save over this so that everything's muted. Okay, now I just gotta find which one's the original and which one was the one that we saved over. So we saved my original, and then we saved different mixes for each singer. So if this is similar to this one, I know this one's the original. All I know is someone saved a copy of Chris mix. I don't know if it's this one or this one. So I'm gonna look at Sabrina's mix here and see if all this looks similar to Chris mix. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take pictures because my short-term memory is garbage. So that's one. It's channel 2. Fader channels 2. Okay. Okay. Now let's load up this one. Okay, let's now go to... Okay. Alright, so already, look, kick, snare, snare bottom, tom 1, sub kick. This should be sub kick, toms 2 and 3. Clicker, hi-hat, okay, that's good. Overhead, E-pad. That's choir. What is that one in this one? Violin. Okay, so this one's different. Key vocal. That says Greg. 13 says Keys. Okay, so this one's different. Let's go to this one. All right. How you doing? Song kick, sub kick. Okay. E-pad, key vocal. That should be bass. Okay, that's good. This is blank. Keys left, right. This one should be guitar. Norm, Joey. Talkback, Pastor. Okay, this is looking good. This one looks like it's my original. Okay. Okay, I think we have a winner here. Now let's go to the DCAs. Angie, bass mix, keys mix. Sabrina, Joey's mix. Eli, okay. Vocals, Danny, monitor, stream, V reverb, V delay. That. Fill, stream. Okay, we're on my original setting. Okay, now that I remember where this is, now we can go on stage. Let's get everything potted all the way down so that there's no accidental pops in the PA. Okay. Let's create an input chart so that I can make it very easy for these guys to follow along with everything. On my mix settings exactly the same. Yeah, this looks extremely similar to what I would have done. So this is definitely my original setting. All right, I remember this guy's vocal taking a while to get right. Yep, there it is. This is definitely my thing. These are all, you know what these are? These are all probably dead channels. So you know what? I probably can like reorganize this, but everything's already set where it is, and everything's set like input wise. So I really just don't want to do that.
How you doing, boss?
I'm good. Just trying to figure out how your system could have possibly been screwed up when I left it foolproof last time I was here.
I don't know. I have a couple of weeks out, so.
Someone touched something they shouldn't have. So I'm looking to see just what the heck happened here. Okay, that's working. That's good.
The drummer told me they have
Main left.
couple channels in his monitor in the back because he's not doing the monitor like the other guy.
Okay, well, your left and right are screwed up. Your left and right are opposite. Okay. Now we gotta take a look and see what's going on with that. Can someone on the stage box just switch the inputs from 15 and 16, just swap those cables?
From 15 and 16?
Just swap them. Because right now your left and right are opposite. Left is over there, right's over there. It should be the opposite. Okay, beautiful. Monitor 2 says bass mix. I'm assuming bass mix means your bass in your monitor. Let's put your monitors in. Okay. Do you hear the static? Is your receiver on? Okay, so that's an issue we got to work out. Keys mix.
That's the guy.
Okay. 4 is Sabrina's mix. Okay. 5 is Joey's mix. Not here yet?
Yeah, he can.
He can hear it. Okay. Bus 6 is Eli. Or do we not have an Eli here? None. Okay. I have bus 7 as an alternate Angie mix. But since you're already hearing out of that one, we don't need that. And then bus 8, it says alt Sabrina, so I have no idea what that means. So, okay, these are alt. We're not using them. All right. Okay, so bass and keyboards are mixed. They're opposite. Okay, so I need you to go on stage and switch the outputs from output 2 and 3. Swap those cables. It's on the bottom of the mixer. It's on the bottom of the stage box. It's a single line of cables. Outputs 2 and 3, I need you to switch them. It seems like we have all the inputs, so let's go over all of the individual I/O to see if we need to fix anything up there. I need kick drum, please. Let's start with the drums. That's good. Snare drum, please. Keep in that snare drum. That's good. Tom 1. Tom 2 and 3. Hi-hat. Hi-hat. Okay, something phantom power wasn't activated. Okay. Anyone need to hear the hi-hat? Nope. Okay, that's good. That's good. I have overhead right, so just jam a little bit. That's good. Thank you. There you go. Okay, I got you. Just give me a little bit of vocal, please.
Que cante.
Keep going, buddy.
Testing to okay. Testing.
Okay, can everyone hear key vocal? Okay, excellent. Thank you. Channel 13 I have is bass.
Bass vocals?
No, bass guitar. Okay, I am getting nothing for the bass. Okay, charming. So this is now we're getting somewhere with this. Okay, where is your bass output? How are you sending it to the snake?
XLR directly out of this box.
Bass CH. Okay, so hopefully the snake should have the opposite end saying bass CH. And what did I say the base was? 13?
Yeah, 13.
Okay, so here's input 13, and everything's routed on a subsnake. So we got to find the other end to this.
Over there in the box. That's supposed to be so.
Box is underneath here?
Yes, that's supposed to be.
Okay. Oh, good lord. Okay. Oi. Yeah, can I borrow that, please? Holy moly. Okay. Oh my god, good lord. This is a cabling nightmare. This is a cable nightmare. There are so many other cables that are unplugged here.
That's supposed to be the one they say norm, right? That's supposed to be.
The base was running last night. I don't think it would be normal. I think it would just be base.
Well, now we gotta follow this cable and see where it goes. There's something. Okay.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, so this is plugged into extra. We don't. Okay. So now that we know that's plugged into input 8.
So probably the
Okay.
norm, what they say is norm.
Well, I'm going to see what channel from this subsnake is plugged into input 13.
Oh, no,
Okay, input 13 is 3. So, hypothetically, if we plug in that in channel 3 on this subsnake, I should get it on the board. Hypothetically. Okay. But something's already plugged into input 3. So, okay.
Hold back.
All right, let's keep that out there for now. Okay, let me go back to the board. Leave that, don't put anything back yet. Okay, I am still not getting an input from you. Okay, input AS 9 through 16, 17 through 24. Okay, so that should be going. Or is there another subsnake down there that I do not know about? Is there a second subsnake like underneath the stage somewhere? Like there's a subsnake right here, underneath here. I think. Yeah, let me borrow a flashlight. Or there's another subsnake underneath here. Okay, so now we got to figure out what subsnake is what going into that. So, oh man, whoever screwed up your guys' routing needs to go to the confession booth. Like, you know how they always say there's like 7 like circles of hell? This is circle number 6, I think, for sound people. Like, you know, like.
You know.
If I didn't make fun of and laugh, I would just cry. So that's why I make this. All right, guys. So here's what ended up happening. Someone royally messed up and rerouted everything. So we have 3 subsnakes on this stage. They're all underneath the stage, and I can't get to them. So we had to do process by elimination. This subsnake right here is the drums. This subsnake is stage left, and this one is stage right. Someone unplugged the bass and rerouted the bass to another input, and the keyboards were all messed up. So IO and the monitors are all good. Everyone's monitors are good, so thank God for that. Right now we're just sorting out. We just did process of elimination of which subsnake is what, and we finally figured out the bass. We got that sorted out. Now Geo over there, who's basically going to be the sound guy here, I just told him to get keyboard into slots 5 and 6, which is plugged into 1516. So once that's done, I'm going to test keyboards and see if we got keyboard signal. Let's hear keyboards. Oh my God, I'm not getting anything from keyboards.
Check these,
It could be myself too, but
There it is. Okay, there it is. Send me a little more volume. Send me a little more volume. There you go. That's perfect. Thank you. Okay, you're good on New Shore too. Amazing. Let's get Jeanette's mic. Okay, Jeanette, love, I need you to give me full, like, how loud you're gonna sing, please.
Elohim Shaddai Jireh Adonai se manifestará.
Keep going, love. Okay, that's a good starting point. Thank you. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Let's get bass vocal, please. New Shore 2. Let's get all three of you going right now, and then I'll incorporate Angie. Hallelujah. We're good. There you are. Here we go again. All right, all four of yous.
Okay.
Ready? 2, 3.
Yahweh, Elohim, Shaddai, Jireh, Adonai, se manifestará.
One more time with that and I should be good. Yay! Hallelujah, we got vocals without feedback. Yay! Okay, now let's go through the rest of the microphones that are up there, because I'm seeing a Joey mic.
Yeah, can we make that talk back 1?
All right, talk into it, please.
Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, so this doesn't need to go to front of house, so then let's talk back. Let's go. All right, talking to talkback mic, and then guys, give me a thumbs up if you can hear him. All right, hallelujah. We're good with talkback.
Gary's not here. Gary's not here.
Guitar doesn't hear.
Okay, Gary doesn't hear. Keep talking to talkback.
Yes.
Okay, you just need a little more volume. There you go. Beautiful. That's good. I got guitar. Okay. Okay, guys, I think I'm ready finally for a full band sound check.
Just gotta re-plug in some power cables and we'll be ready to go.
Beautiful. In the meantime, drums, give me a little bit of a jam, please. I got guitar. Okay. Okay, guys, I think I'm ready finally for a full band sound check.
Just gotta re-plug in some power cables and we'll be ready to go.
Beautiful. In the meantime, drums, give me a little bit of a jam, please. Yeah. Okay, bass, if you're all tuned up, let's jam with the drums, please. Guitar. Let's run through a song with all the vocals, please. right here are their in-ears. Everything's at unity gain, which is 0. And if you click it, Angie, hit sends on fader, bus group. This is every channel going to Angie's monitor. So whatever you adjust here will go to Angie's monitor. Make sure that button's not flashing. Same with everything else. And when I was doing sound check, I said, who needs to hear the kick drum? See that it's selected? Sends on fader. Now this selected is whatever channel I fade here is only going to get the kick drum raised or lowered in their monitors. Remember, when you hit sends on fader, whatever is selected over here,
They go to that.
that's it. That's the input or channel that gets changed. These are your DCA, so these are basically your group faders. For instance, if the guitar is just too loud, you can either go down to guitar right here or hit guitar right here. This one fader. This will do the same exact thing.
Okay.
These are basically just glorified master faders.
That's the one.
Yep. I usually like to leave them at 0, but you do what you want with that. Everything that's not being used is excuse me, everything that's not being used is black. Do not worry about these channels. These talkbacks. These are their talkbacks up there. Always make sure the faders are down, but they're unmuted. So now they can hear it, but they're not coming out here.
Yeah.
Main LR buzz. If that's on and I raise that, that means it's not going to go to the mains in the stream. We don't want that. So make sure main buzz is off.
Okay.
Your drums and their click track, again, same with talkback. Just leave that unmuted. Leave it right there. Your keyboards, bass, key vocal, and if you want, you can rearrange this however you want. But for now, this is just a good starting point for you. You have New Shore 1, which we tested, that's over there. New Shore 2,
That's it.
right? We have Jeanette, Angie, key vocal, and then we have, oh yeah, New Shore 2 is him, so, okay. And then we have the Pastor, which is that wireless headset you were on. So that's right here. When he's on, when he's not on stage, mute it. Because his mic is a real problem child with feedback. Just have it muted when he's not talking. And these are your guitar. You should be all set to go now with everything. So what I'm gonna do when they're done is I'm gonna mute everything. Your mute groups are as follows. Group 1, drums. Group 2, keys, key vocal, and bass. 3 is guitar. And that's it. That's all you need.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. But in general, just make sure just scroll through the faders and make sure everything that's supposed to be muted is unmuted. Okay. Right? If Jeanette or Angie have problems with feedback, select, view, EQ, and now you can mess with the band frequencies right here. Providing they don't change the impact of their voice or they don't raise their microphones up,
That's good.
you should hear just fine. There's no feedback going on, so you're good. So right now you're in a starting point. When they're done, I'm gonna save this as a preset and I'm gonna literally label it, use this in all caps. Do not touch any cables on the stage. Reroute what you need to take out the spare cables that you need. Organize it the way you need to, but leave the inputs exactly where they are. Any spare cable, take out, you don't need. And everything's set up now for you. You're in a good place. We're all done here. Let's take a listen to their streams the week before I got there. Notice the metronome going over the main mix?
Would you breathe on us again?
Forget lifeless drums. These drums aren't even going into the mix. Let's listen to where I'm leaving them. Let's let's listen to their latest stream as of the edit of this video. I'll give Gio the benefit of the doubt in that he's a rookie, so with practice, he will get better. Alright guys, we are all done here. Pleasure to see these guys again, but this trip should not have been necessary. Again, I can't emphasize this enough, guys. Whoever is touching the equipment in your church or your venue or your freaking backyard, just make sure they know what they're doing. It really isn't complicated. Yeah, whoever messed up this routing deserves a few Hail Marys to forgive him, because if you are one to believe in the 7 circles of hell, rerouting cables underneath the stage with no proper labeling or routing or able to access the cables underneath said stage is probably level 6 of the 7 circles of hell for sound engineers. So we got there in the end. That's all that matters. So these guys need to sort out their cable management. Everything is labeled where it should go. And now it's up to Gio and the guys there to make sure that they tidy up underneath the stage where everything is supposed to go, take extra cables out, and take out whatever they're not using. But as far as getting everything routed where everyone can hear one another and getting a mix in front of house, we're all set. So that's all that matters. I wasn't expecting to do a re-rescue this soon, but here we are. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.